It is about that time for Ready, Set, Real Estate with yours truly, Lisa Puerto, super agent, the one, the only, and the original, just bringing phenomenal real estate information, really for those who are entrepreneurs, business owners, the prosumer, which means you are a producer and consumer of our time and day. We need you. We need this information. And I am ecstatic to bring to you my next guest, Ivan Nemorin, who's an entrepreneur, and he is invested in real estate and owns several businesses with an outstanding portfolio, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm bringing the hitters to the show. I'm bringing the hitters. And more importantly, we get to delve into the mind of Ivan and learn more about his entrepreneur book series for kids. Ivan, welcome to the show.
Lisa, thank you so much for that grand introduction. Really appreciate it, girl. I'm happy to be here. Super excited.
Yay! Super, right? Super. It's so funny because I like my ears peak when I hear the word super. Ivan, this has been really awesome, and I'm really excited to connect with you, especially because the synergy in what we are doing is very, very powerful. And I'm so happy to see you on the other side. I'm West Coast here, right, and you are on the other side, and we get to collaborate and just really merge great minds and concepts for a mutual goal, which is really empowering our youth community, because that's where it is. And I'm really excited to delve into that. So before we really drive it home on that, because I really want people to support you, learn more about you, and you've got your whole cartoon. I've been enjoying the cartoon series that you have been doing to promo the book. Super excited. And I want everyone to just learn about Ivan and what your goal is, mission, and just passion. So share with us, where are you from first?
Okay. Well, currently I live in Atlanta, and actually, we actually just moved to Tampa, Florida. So I have two homes. So we have a condo in Tampa, and we live in Atlanta, Georgia as well. So Atlanta, Georgia is our home foundation. We've been buying real estate in Atlanta for the past 10 years, and it's really our home base. And we have now made Florida, Tampa, our second home base. So that's essentially where we're located now.
Amazing. You know, I see now, and I said this. I said I was gonna go off of what you were saying. From a real estate standpoint, Atlanta's your home base. Why Tampa?
Well, so a lot of my clients actually are from the Florida area. So I was able to visit a lot of my clients and make a lot of connections here in Florida. And I have family members here in Florida as well. So, you know, we decided to, in the winter, be in Florida. So we decided to make that transition happen a little bit faster, because as an entrepreneur, as a real estate entrepreneur, and as an entrepreneur period, you know, it doesn't matter where you're at. You can work and you can make deals and make things happen. So it's just a beautiful life to be at a place or a location in the winter that you really want to be. And Tampa is definitely that. And still conduct business in Atlanta as well. So we're tackling both markets.
And I appreciate that you said that exactly, because when we talk about entrepreneur, and there is work, it's a lot of work, but from a creative standpoint, we innately are designed to create. And so we all have, I feel like, that spirit to co-create. And it definitely, what I'm seeing more and more, and this may resonate or be true with you, that we are seeing more and more people are going that route. And I think it has to do with the shift from the crises where people had lost pensions, they lost money tied to a job, and realized I had not built anything for self, right? And then people are like kind of taking responsibility and saying, I need to do for self so that I can be well, in balance, and functional for my family, and so forth, my community, etc. Are you finding that?
Definitely, definitely. In this day and age, people are just being more creative, and there's a lot more opportunities to create income, create wealth through the internet, spreading this information through the web. So it's just given us a lot of opportunities that we didn't have before. And people are now more comfortable of, traveling to different places, working from different locations, and not being set to a particular environment or area. So I'm definitely seeing that, and we're living testimony of it.
Right, right. I want to delve into uh, in reading your bio and learning just kind of more your movement. I would say your mission, and I'm an advocate for what you're doing, and with going the entrepreneur way and showing an alternative to revering, and this was my caption: revering athletes and entertainers. Like you said, they're celebrated in society, but there's more than one way, two ways to success. Please expand on that and how that, what you're doing about showing our youth what options look like, as opposed to, the basketball player and the movie star.
Definitely. Of course, in our communities, what we tend to see as, youth is the highlights of basketball players, football players, these athletes being glorified, right? And in our community, success is that you either a rapper, a musician, or an athlete, right? So typically, when I would go around in my communities and I meet young brothers and sisters, and I would ask them about their aspiration, and it's all about, hey, I want to be an athlete, I want to be a rapper, I want to have money, and this is the only way that they see that they can obtain these things. But my mission is to show them, hey, there's other ways through entrepreneurship, and especially through real estate. You can be successful, you can have money, you can live the lifestyle that you want through real estate, through investing, and triggering that at an early age as kids. I can remember when I was about 8 years old, and we were on the block and we were playing basketball, and I grew up in a very low income neighborhood, and one of our friends, his father was a paramedic, and he drove up the block in the ambulance, and he stopped and he was talking to us, and then I asked him, I said, "Well, can I be a doctor too?" And he said, "Son, I'm not a doctor. I'm a paramedic, and you can be anything you want to be." So I say that I refer back to that story to bring to you an example of what I saw in my community, which gave me an aspiration, right, to do more, right? And we don't have a lot of these examples, unfortunately, in our community. So, these books are geared to children, giving them the notion, the basic knowledge of real estate entrepreneurship. I'm not knocking basketball players or, athletes.
Right.
They're greatly needed in our community. But we definitely have to show our children other avenues of success, entrepreneurship, and real estate is definitely a great key. And these books are definitely focused on providing that knowledge for our kids.
That is so great. And here's why this for me is like, it's just really awesome, because it's not just Lisa saying it.
Right,
You know, my audience and people who know about Real Estate 100, the movement, and our show, Ready, Set, Real Estate, supports our nonprofit, which is introducing entrepreneurship and empowering our youth community by way of real estate literacy, terms, concepts, and careers. So we actually have now, at least here locally in California, I just signed up our now second youngest real estate intern who was 16. My first one was 14. So they're
beautiful.
ninth graders and they're now a junior. Shout out to Sean Reynolds. Shout out to Leighton Williams, who actually will start with me next week. And it's part of their 6-week internship program in which we're wanting to introduce alternatives. But here's how we marry the celebrity, the entertainer, to real estate for me, and this may resonate with you. We're all in real estate. This celebrity entertainer should also be coached and have a great team that would be talking about the real estate planning and residual income, right? Because you're not playing ball forever.
Right, definitely. I have clients who are professional athletes, rappers, and entertainers, and just because they hold that title, we're still human, and we still need to learn the aspects of financial freedom and real estate. So, I have a couple of my clients now who I am coaching, and they're actively learning, and they're entertainers, and they're football players, and we're all in it together. No matter what our title is, we all need this information, from your superstars to your everyday average person like myself.
Right. Yes. Woohoo! I am extremely where do we get the books? Let's just go there. There's book series, and I see you're doing collab where on your Instagram page you are also promoting other books, not just yours, which I think is nice as well. That you share the platform to just show what other books are available to the young minds, and especially those parents who are homeschooling, those parents who are looking for material that can support their children's innate gifted abilities. And so what page, or how do we get the book? How do we get it?
Right. So on Instagram, you could go to Entrepreneur Books for Kids, the number 4 kids, and you could see all the books that we have coming out. Of course, we feature a lot of books geared to entrepreneurship. We're just serving that platform to launch other authors and other books geared to entrepreneurship. So you can log on to Instagram, go to Entrepreneur Books for Kids, and you can search the World Wide Web and go to www.entrepreneurbooksforkids.com, and you could follow our mission, help and sponsor, buy a book or two, and you could pass them out in your community. And the beautiful thing about Entrepreneur Books for Kids is when you buy one book, you're sponsoring another child to get another book for free. So, you're definitely helping out the community by purchasing a book.
Awesome. Yay. I just want to make sure I put this right. So Entrepreneur Books for Kids.
That's correct. That's it.
Got it. And then if I add .com, is that the website?
You would have to change out the number 4 to the word.
Okay.
FOR, kids.com.
Okay, you guys know, bear with me. I'm working this for you all. And for my listening audience, those who are tuning in our radio podcast, we thank you. We're doing phenomenal things as we continue to grow the show, grow the program. And again, I am not faltering you or myself. I'm knee deep in this show, you guys, to bring great people, content, and information that we don't see mainstream. So this is what I really am passionate about, is bringing the Ivans to the show so that you're aware that it's not just me, but there's a growing community of people who are advocating for our youth and bringing them positive, powerful information that is life-changing, because real estate, again, you may have heard me say this, is a $1.2 trillion industry annually. That's not just in sales. That's everybody who is integrally involved in this industry. That's a lot of money, huh, Ivan?
Definitely a lot of money. I have the book here. I wanted to share the cover with you guys.
Love it. Perfect. Yay!
Book that will be released on the series. It's the real estate And of course, this book just focused on the fundamentals of real estate, a passive investment, income from rental, how to go about doing it, credit score, and all the important aspects of real estate investing. So that's the first book out of the book series. Then which is called The Real Estate. I'll show it to you guys again. And then we have about four other books that are coming. We have The Real Estate Kid, The Real Estate Girl, and we have The Man in the Truck. And we're working on the final title to the last project, which we haven't identified yet, but it's in the works, definitely.
That is so awesome. So when you're saying kids, what age range? Because I think this is a great compliment. I see a tour happening between Ivan and Super Agent and the Real Estate Kid and the girl. Like my mind is going right now. Because and the reason why I want to ask is because I think it'd be a great compliment to our series, which we touch on the teen and millennial. So what age group would be ideal for this book?
So the beautiful thing about this book, we've tested on different age brackets, and from what we've seen, kids who are as young as 5 years old can get the concept. And we're giving this book to high school students who are like, "Wow, I wish I would have known this." Right?
Right.
So it's a book that really captures the youth in a broad age bracket. So we're truly excited about it.
I'm excited.
Look at it and say, "Wow, I didn't know that." So
right.
It's a really, really cool concept that we have going to educate the youth and just our environment and our culture on real estate.
Yes, we celebrate you, Ivan, and this is why I was really happy that we finally made this happen to bring you on so that people could see there's now the Real Estate Kid, the Entrepreneur Books for Kids series. And I thank you because I have said this when I started this whole mission back in 2014. I can't do it alone. And I really mean that. This is a village. Thank you for that. Yes, it is a collective work. We do village work so that we could all move in tandem, move upward, forward. So thank you.
Thank you for your great work. I really appreciate what you're doing in our community. We need you and we appreciate you. We applaud you.
Oh, absolutely. I receive it. So, as we get ready to wrap this up, because we like to keep it short, sweet, and powerful, which we've dropped some gems in terms of you coming from your own experiences of building your businesses, currently an entrepreneur and a consultant for high end to all clients who are seeking just advice and being able to live that time money freedom, seek that time money freedom and financial freedom. So we want to thank you again for coming on. Any last remarks if there are any, let me say this before I do last remarks, anything else you want to touch on? Because I normally like to ask, you shared what's new as the book series. Did we miss anything? I just want to make sure we get it.
Well, as of now, for me, what's new in my life is just the mission of spreading the word of entrepreneurship to as many youth in our community as possible. That's my purpose. That's my mission. Of course, I'm an entrepreneur. We just invested into another home health care franchise in Tampa. So we're creating the passive income, different income streams that we're doing to, allow us to do what we do. And the coaching aspect of showing individuals, hey, this is what you do and this is how you get there, whether it's through real estate or just business in general, is one of the services that I offer. But right now on the forefront is Entrepreneur Books for Kids, The Real Estate Kid. Guys, make sure you go out there and get your copy. Spread the word.
That's right. entrepreneurbooksforkids.com. You've heard it here. You'll see it over and over again. Why? Because this is a growing movement. 90% of multimillionaires and billionaires of this world make it through real estate. Ivan, thank you. Any last remarks and comments that you would like to leave with our listening audience? Because this has been very important for me, near and dear, and especially when you talk about our community and our culture. I think representation is key, and for you to be a man who is in the field and is doing it and is a model for doing it, we need you and thank you. So this for me is very huge.
Yeah. Well, I every day I wake up, I try to lead by example. People are gonna follow what they see, right? Not what you say, right? And this is a very important mission. We have to educate our community, get out of poverty, get into that freedom mode, get wealth, be free, right? And the key to that is having the right information. You can be free if you have the right information. So we need to spread that to our community. Definitely.
Oh, we appreciate you all for tuning in. Be sure to catch us on the replay of Ready, Set, Real Estate. Connect and build and share with us. And remember, again, this show and our efforts and the people on are a collective. And we seek to advocate entrepreneurship, empower youth with real estate literacy. Be sure to visit our website, realestate100youth.org. Again, we are the first real estate focused nonprofit for youth and young adults in the country. Facts, y'all. Ivan, thank you so much. And you
Welcome.
guys be sure to support him.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ivan.
You take care.